And a lot of the stages will actually have in-house commentary, which many events don't have until like finals day. Go spectate. Check out the popcorn. It's really important. Bring extra money.
Hello, Theo here. It is the 10th anniversary of Combo Breaker, and if you're going, you need to be prepared. So as of recording, Combo Breaker is about 2 weeks away, and as such, it's time for our usual primer. I'm pretty sure this event's about to go crazy, because basically every game has a World Tour stop happening there. Virtua Fighter is reviving their World Tour at Combo Breaker this year, and there's something in the air about this event, so if you can't go physically, which I would recommend still, you should definitely try and tune in, because I think it's just going to be something special this year. And it could be that I'm just extra gassed up because I just did a 10-year retrospective on Combo Breaker, so I've been doing a lot of research on the event, which if you're interested in it, check it out. But I'm really tuned in and really I'm really excited about Combo Breaker this year. But you didn't come here to see me fangirl about the event. You came here for info. So we're going to break this down into 3 parts. We're going to go over what you need for the event, we're going to go over what's going on at the event, and we're going to go over food and things around the event. Also, I'm sure I'll be sprinkling in some random stuff as I remember and think of it. So first, what do you need? Well, make sure you're obviously all set up with your hotel, your registration. If you're watching this video and you haven't taken care of that already, you're pretty much bodied. But for those of you who already took care of it, you should be good. Just make sure you got all your ducks in a row that way. If you're flying out to Combo Breaker and you're watching this video, you have a very slim window to go get your real ID if you haven't already. You need that to fly out to Combo Breaker if you're flying there. Go get your real ID because they are going to stop you at the airport. Aside from that, usual essentials. Make sure you have your stick. Make sure you have your clothes. Make sure that you're bringing a water bottle that's refillable. There will be refillable stations there. You want to make sure you have a jacket. I went and I checked the weather. It says the long-term forecast, which is unreliable, but it says that it's going to be in the 60s for most of that time, for most of that weekend. However, even if it's a little bit warmer, bring a jacket because usually convention centers are very cold. This is pretty much universal across the board. It can get pretty cold in most convention centers when they're blasting the AC, so make sure you have a light jacket with you. It can be very humid and rainy in the Chicagoland area, so be physically and mentally prepared for that. And of course, being prepared for that means you should probably have deodorant because humidity causes sweat, sweat causes a stank, I don't want to smell you. Make sure you wash your ass. Bring deodorant, bring soap, bring all that type of stuff. If I smell you, I'm taking you outside and we're going to have words. Wash your ass. Understand that I'm not joking. Wash your ass. So what's going on at the event? So Combo Breaker is probably the best event to go to if you want to spectate. Obviously people are competing, you're going to compete, you're going to have fun, but I think that this is the spectating event because the way that the venue is usually set up, they have one big hall that has festival style, concert festival style stages. So it's really easy to walk in between games and just kind of stand there and watch. And a lot of the stages will actually have in-house commentary, which many events don't have until finals day. So having the in-house commentary is always nice because you can sit there and it's like you're watching a stream but with a bunch of other people. So be prepared to spectate. Get that mentality going. Go play your games, have your fun, but I would highly recommend go and just spectate because I think that Combo Breaker is probably the best spectator event. Of course, you have your usual staples of a tournament. They have an arcade with a bunch of old cabinets. The venue is 24 hours, so if you want to go in the middle of the night to play games, you can. They do have a dedicated casual section. I don't know how robust it is, but I'm assuming they'll have all the main staple games there. So go play your casuals, do your grudge matches, and just enjoy your games. And as is standard with a lot of our events now, there's going to be vendors and an artist alley, so you're going to always have that. It's a little bit convention-y as well as tournament-y. All in all, there's a pretty good amount of things to do at the event, but I really do think the main thing that you should do is after you're done with your tournaments and doing your thing, go spectate, because it is a phenomenal experience at Combo Breaker specifically. And maybe most importantly in the venue that you need to check out, make sure you bring extra money because you need to check this out. Popcorn. Check out the popcorn. It's really important. Bring extra money. Popcorn. So jumping off the popcorn, let's talk a little bit about food around the area. First and foremost, all of this information is going to be based around the Renaissance Schaumburg Convention Center, so if you're watching this video sometime in the future and they're at a different venue, this does not apply to you. So before I start talking about like restaurants and fast food places near the area, I will start with the cheap option, which is to go to a grocery store and buy yourself some stuff. There is an Aldi not too far from the convention center itself. It's about a 15-minute walk, and you're going to hear me say that a lot because everything is about a 15-minute walk from the convention center. But if you're looking to just buy some bread, some peanut butter, and keep it extra cheap, go up to Aldi, get yourself some groceries. There is a Costco like outlet that's about 20 minutes away, walking the opposite direction. If you get a Costco card, I guess. I don't know why you'd want to go to Costco for a couple of days, but like, hey, if you want to go buy 700 water bottles, go for it. So before I go any further, I'm going to basically be giving my directions and instructions from this area here. So this is what the like front entrance of the convention center looks like. This is basically where you're probably going to be doing your badge pickup and stuff like that. It might be different this year, but usually it's in this area. So when I'm saying which way we're going and kind of like the directions, it's all starting right here. So now on to food spots. So in that same like area as the Aldi that I was talking about, there's actually a whole bunch of like fast food places and restaurants. And again, it's about a 15-minute walk, but there's like Wendy's, a Popeyes, there's a ramen spot, a like steakhouse if you want to go get some like food. But there's also a Culver's. For anyone who's not lived in the Midwest, I'm from Missouri, so I know about Culver's. For anyone who's not been in that area though, you need to go to Culver's. Go get yourself a milkshake from Culver's and enjoy that. It is a must do. I would highly, highly recommend it. If you've never been to Culver's, go. 15-minute walk, it'll change your life. Butter burgers, milkshakes, do it. Now to get to Aldi's and Culver's and that whole little plaza, you're going to walk through the convention center roundabout, you're going to go up this road, and then you'll see that there's like a main street there that you'll hop a right on. Now, my Chicagoland people, please forgive me. I may not know about this gem and like how it's history or anything, but I've been going to Moretti's whenever I go to Combo Breaker, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's good pizza. So if it's bad, Chicagoland people, roast me. If it's good and I'm not hyping it up enough, feel free to yell in the comments about how I don't know anything about pizza. To go get that pizza I was talking about, you're going to want to go and make it right here. Although you might want to be careful, that could be dead-ended now. The directions were saying that like you couldn't go that way, but I went that way the last time I was there, so good luck. Now for all my coffee, breakfast-loving people out there like me, there's a group of breakfast spots actually going the opposite direction of the Culver's. There's a Dunkin' Donuts and Einstein's Bagels and like a mom and pop place called Wild Berry Pancakes and Cafe. Never been to that mom and pop spot. I'm going to go this year because I didn't know it existed, so I'm checking that out. But there's a bunch of like breakfast spots down there. They're all like clumped together in the same little area. Again, about a 15-minute walk, just like everything else. And to get to all the breakfast joints, you'll want to go down here past the hotel to this other major street. Now, last thing that I'll mention is that there is a restaurant inside the convention center. It might be in the hotel. I'm not sure. Called the Schaumburg Public House. Now obviously I've never been there. I was looking, it says that it's about $25 per person according to what people reported. It looks like it's got a lot of breakfast food and some like regular ass food too. So I don't know, check it out. It's going to be super accessible. It's in the venue. But there was no prices on the menu when I looked online. So I'm going to try it out while I'm there this time. So I'll let you guys know in my vlog review later on after the event, but that's an option too. So a few other side notes for the event. There's not a lot to do around the event that's like walkable. My definition of walkable is like less than 30 minutes. So there is a mall that's like exactly 30 minutes away called the Woodfield Mall. But aside from that, there's just not a lot around the event to do. Not that we're necessarily looking to explore or whatever. But like that is one thing, is you kind of be prepared to be at the event the entire weekend unless you have a car. I just want to reiterate to be ready for like the rain and humidity. It's the monsoon season, so it's probably going to be happening pretty sporadically, so just kind of be prepared for that. And I think that's all the main stuff. I really don't have anything else for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a like and hit the subscribe button. Wash your ass at the event. Make sure you're washing during the event, before the event. Even if you don't think you smell, wash your ass at least once a day. Wash your ass, okay? That's it. Get out there and support your locals. Or you can come support mine. See you guys at Combo Breaker.